Picture this. You're at, like, a massive sports bar on a Sunday.
Yeah.
50 screens, 50 different live feeds, perfectly synchronized, never buffering. Have you ever wondered what is actually keeping all those screens alive and, flawlessly timed?
I mean, it definitely isn't just a really good Wi-Fi router in the back room.
Right, exactly. It's a whole different beast. So today we are doing a deep dive to decode the invisible backbone of enterprise entertainment. We're looking at a very specific, honestly fascinating piece of hardware, the Vitec AVSRV-C1565.
Formerly known as Exterity, yeah.
Yeah.
And if you've ever set up a Plex server at home, you might think you understand media servers, but enterprise AV is just a totally different world.
Yeah, we walk past the results of this hardware every single day, but we never actually see the machine itself. So let's open the rack and look at the physical marvel of this thing. Because we are talking about an 8 terabyte hardware platform, but it's squeezed into a one-use standard 19-inch rack-mounted chassis.
And for anyone who doesn't spend their weekends configuring server racks, a 1U chassis basically means it's only about 1.75 inches thick. So think the size of a pizza box.
A pizza box holding 8 terabytes of data.
Yeah.
But the really wild part is what's on the front of that box, right? It contains 4 SATA hot swap disk bays and a hardware-based RAID controller.
Which is really where we get into the core philosophy of enterprise hardware, anticipating failure.
Right.
Because hot swap RAID means that if one of those hard drives suddenly dies in the middle of a massive live event, the system doesn't crash.
Wait, really? It just keeps going?
Oh, yeah. An IT technician can literally walk up, pull the dead drive out, and just shove a new one in while the system is actively running.
That is wild.
And the video doesn't drop a single frame.
It's basically built like a tank. But, here's what actually caught my eye in the specs. Typical power consumption is 100 watts, maxing out at 150 watts.
Yeah, it's extremely optimized.
But wait, 100 watts? That is basically an old incandescent light bulb. How is something that power efficient running an entire building's video network?
While the wattage isn't even the most important part of the power spec, it's the redundancy. It features dual redundant power supplies alongside 4 1-gigabit network ports.
Okay, so it's less like a high-performance supercar and more like a commercial airliner.
That is a perfect analogy, actually. An airliner has backup engines and backup computers. Because in a demanding IPTV network...
Which is the system delivering the private television over the internet to those sports bars, right?
Exactly, or huge corporate campuses. In those spaces, redundancy equals survival. If a power supply suddenly gives out or a network cable gets crimped, the backup is instantly doing the work. The viewers never even notice the failure.
Okay, let's unpack this a bit. So it's this ultra-reliable, heavily armored box. But if I buy this bulletproof 8 terabyte metal box, can I just plug it in and instantly start broadcasting?
No,
Yeah.
You cannot. And that is a crucial distinction in how enterprise AV is sold. This hardware is strictly the muscle. To actually function and route that video, the server is essentially a blank slate.
So what does it need to actually work?
It absolutely requires separately available software modules to act as the brains. Things like the M8105, M8015, or maybe the M7205, M7305, or M8365 modules.
Ah, okay. So instead of buying a fully baked appliance, you're buying the potential. Then you buy specific software keys to unlock what you actually needed to do.
Precisely. You might just need basic video routing or maybe advanced digital signage control. Furthermore, the server relies on optional bandwidth upgrades. Depending on your network traffic, you have to unlock bandwidth tiers.
Oh, like paying for a higher speed limit.
Basically, yeah. You might need 110, 220, or up to 550 megabits per second.
That makes total sense. It proves enterprise AV isn't just about buying massive raw storage and plugging it in. It's a tightly controlled ecosystem. The hardware gives you the physical reliability, but it has to be directed by highly specialized modular software.
Exactly. It's this invisible harmony of heavy-duty hardware and specialized software acting as the unseen engine of modern public spaces.
So the next time you are sitting in a commercial space, mesmerizing by dozens of perfectly synchronized screens showing different live feeds, you will know exactly what is happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, you'll know that a highly redundant modular infrastructure like the Vitec C1565 is quietly doing the heavy lifting in a server rack somewhere.
Just shrugging off hardware failures without breaking a sweat.
Which actually raises a really fascinating question to leave you with today.
Oh, lay it on me.
Well, if our entire modern media experience relies on these ultra-specialized, highly localized hardware platforms acting as hidden brains inside the building,
Right.
How will our concept of live broadcasting shift as these localized, hardwired ecosystems increasingly collide with decentralized cloud networks?